our podcast, we're all empaths here. Like I have it that most of the people who tune in are empaths.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some aspect of empaths that has us be so generous in relationships that oftentimes we give more than we
Mm-hmm.
receive. And not surprisingly, relationships are a huge topic in coaching.
Yeah.
Romantic, platonic, business, family, friends, like all of the above. So I'm appreciating how relevant this topic is for my audience. And I'm just wanting to hear more about what it looks like, what this third module around self-empowerment and getting really clear about that bridge. Like, what are the steps? What are the planks that you help your students lay?
I think the first one is learning to deal with the shame, because a herpes diagnosis or any kind of, quote unquote mistake or problem that happens, our first instinct is to shame ourselves, right? Especially empaths, because it's easier to do it to ourselves than somebody else.
Mhm.
However, that's also, we're meaner to ourselves than probably anyone else. So that's the first thing, is you have to deal with the shame that you have around the diagnosis, or what went right. If we're talking about somebody without herpes, it would be what led them to where they got, right? And having some compassion for themselves about, you can only do the best you can with what you know, right? So that's really the foundation to then imagining, well, what kind of relationship do I want? What's important to me? Also seeing your blind spots. If your parents or whatever parental figures you had in your life have this dysfunctional dynamic, it is very unlikely that you're not going to go try to create the same one if you haven't done the work, right? So my course is doing the work to make sure that when you're going to disclose, it's to somebody who you believe, with what you know, fits this criteria. Maybe will, not be so hard on, well, I want somebody who's 5'7" instead of 5'3", right? Like those things you can get over. But if somebody is an asshole, they're an asshole, and you shouldn't date them, right?
Yes. I mean, it's really no surprise to me why so many people would want to bring their healing to you, Drew, because you just have such a refreshing like no bullshit perspective about it.